Have you ever thought about a light switch and how it works? I have a flashlight on my phone, and it can be turned off like it's now, or it can be turned on. Um, it's the same principle for any light that you have. You can either turn it on or off. If you think about uh, a light that's in your kitchen or your sleeping room or whatever, it's the same principle. So here I have the light switch off or on, and I can turn it off. So it's very simple. But I want to challenge you to think about how to program it in C++. So we first need to think a bit about how to do it. So if the light switch is switched on, the lamp will be lit. But if the light switch is switched off, the lamp will not be lit. So if I can somehow create a variable named light switch, I can read the status into it and have an on or off command for it. So I will go into C++, and what I've done now is just go to new project, and I have created a Visual C++ Win32 console application. What I've done after this is to include IOStream string and use the namespace std. At the bottom I have just created a pause command. So if we try to run this program now, it will just be a black box that comes up and asks for any key to continue. So what I want to first do is to declare a variable, and I want to declare the variable light switch. So light switch can either be 0 for light is on, or no, for light is off, or 1 for light is on. So I will ask the user to enter the desired state for the light. To ask a user something, I use the command cout, and I will say enter 1 for turning light on, or 0 for turning light off. And I want the user to enter his selection, so I'm using cin, and I'm reading the selection into the variable light switch. So if you want to display the result, you can use cout and write you entered and variable light switch and end line. So we try to run this program. So it says enter 1 for turning light on, or 0 for turning light off. And we'll enter 1, and it says you entered 1. So if I enter 1, then the light should be on, and if I enter 0, it should be off. So how to do it? 1, then it should be on, 0, it should be off. So we need to use something called if and else statements. So if the light switch variable equals 1, then the light is on. So we can try to run it now and see if it works. It says enter 1 for turning light on. Yes, we want to turn light on. And says light is on. So the light switch variable got the integer 1 from the user, and it went into this block of code. So by entering anything else, like for example 0, this block of code will not be written. So it doesn't say light is on, because light switch doesn't equal the number 1. So you entered 0. So 0 means that the light is off. So then we can add an else statement at the bottom here and write light is off. So if light is 1, then it will go to this block of code. If it's not 1, then it will go to this block of code. So we will try to run this code now. I will write this time 0 and says light is off. So it went to this part of code. This is because the integer that we entered for the light switch is not 1, so it doesn't write the light is on code. It instead writes the light is off code. I just wanted to also make sure that you understood that if I enter anything else than 1, it will go to the else. So for example, I can enter the number 6 and it will go to light is off. So here you have if and else statements, very useful for programming, and I use it all the time, and I bet all of the programmers really love it. And the cool thing is that now that you have learned it in C++, you can apply the same for other programming languages like Java, C#, PHP, and C programming. All of them uses the same type of technique. Good luck with your programming.